It's still a tough loss. Nobody, it's ULM versus LSU, but it's still a very tough loss for these guys to have. They've been a real good team about coming out and believing they can win a game and believing if they do certain things, they'll be in a position to win the game. And we talked all week about let's be in the game at halftime. Let's be in the game at halftime. And then the cards start falling our way a little bit just because of the momentum and the mental aspect of the game. I think when they tried to, I think they were trying to pretty much put the game away when they went for the fake punt, and we were able to come back and get a touch down at the end. But the biggest thing, the thing I told our players, I don't believe in moral victories, but I do believe in games where your team earns respect. And I think in a lot of ways, the way our players played, they earned great respect tonight. I think the players on the other sideline respected the way they played. I think the other coaches respected the way those guys played. I think everybody that has ever worn a ULM jersey respected the way they were represented. And I know that the city of Monroe and the university were proud to watch that team play. Respect, not a moral victory. But for a 4th and 1 when we throw a pass into the flat, our guy makes the catch. Nobody's going to stop him, but the ball is it stretches him out, and he lands on the half-yard line. We don't score. In the 4th quarter, we throw a trick pass back to the quarterback wide open. He's open. We don't lob it enough and miss him. Those 2 scores in that last field goal, they kick us to put them down 1 point. That's how close we came to being in a position. They were the better team. They had more bullets than we had in our gun than they had in their gun. But again, I was very proud of the way our players played against a great football program. I told our players, I've coached 7 times in this stadium over the many years before tonight, and it's always one of the greatest venues you can play in college football. And I did, and let our players know there's no greater opportunity, and how grateful we are just to God just for a chance to play in a venue like this. Those guys from Louisiana dreamed of playing in Death Valley on a Saturday night, and they got just that. And many of them grew up wishing they were in that other uniform, but now they're proud as heck to be a ULM football player, and they were awful proud. They could not have had a venue any more special than Saturday night in Baton Rouge, 8 o'clock game against the LSU Tigers. Growing up in my lifetime, that was one of the greatest events in college football. And to our players as they look over, it may not be the best LSU team ever. 2 years ago, I came in here at Clemson and saw the best team, one of the best teams I've ever seen play. But anyway, all of that, I was proud of the way our players played. Any questions?
Coach, in all 3 of the previous meetings between these teams, the Warhawks only scored 7 points. How much does it mean that you guys were able to put up twice that tonight?
Well, twice that is all of 14, but like I said, and the disappointing thing is that we were in position to be to score 28, and we had that close. I was glad that we could move the ball enough to put ourselves in a position to win. They didn't turn the ball over except on that fake field goal. And then we got the ball around the 50-yard line or 40, and we had to make big plays to get in there. They were pretty good about securing the football and not losing it on bad field position. So I'm glad that we were able to show. I don't know the points were huge, but I think the way our offense played to move the ball and we're able to move the ball down the field and make some key plays. 4th down big play and some big plays against a little more talented football team, and especially the way our defense continued to play. I think we gave up 10 points in the second half on the defense side of the ball. To somewhat, they were somewhat protecting their lead a little bit, but again, they were trying to find a way to get that game put away. I know what it's like to be on the other side of the sideline in a game like this. So, awful proud of our team and the position we put ourselves in to score enough points to win a game like this.
Now you can't go back and you can't think of what could have been with those 2 stops and then the drop pass. Do you think that ULM should have won this game?
No. I mean that's. I just said if we make those 2 plays, they're kicking a field goal that would put them 1 point behind. They probably don't go for a field goal to put them 1 point behind. They go for a touchdown. But I don't think. But you can't say ULM should have won. We gained respect by playing the best we could play. No, I don't think there was anything about us should win a football game. They did what they had to do to win, and they won the game. So it wasn't a case of we played better, we should have won the game. No, we played as best we could play, and if we make 2 4th-down stops, it makes it a little more interesting how that thing's going to end. But I don't think we would say that. I think they were better than us out there tonight. Even if they weren't at their best, they were better than us.
Coach, talk about Boogie tonight. Obviously, the big touchdown before the end of the first half, but he showed his ability against some big-time athletes on defense, made some plays tonight.
Yeah, Boogie Knight is a fearless football player. He's a most extraordinary worker that I've ever been around as a football coach, and I have been a head coach for 26 years in college, and he works early, he works late, and he wants to be the best he can be, and he makes the most of his talent. But he makes big plays because he trains to make big plays, and that's because he doesn't necessarily outrun anybody, but he's always going to make the big catch, the big play, and he made some big ones tonight. But he's done that all year, and we're glad he was with me at Akron. I'm glad he came to ULM. He's got another year, and he's what I call a grinder, and that's about all the best thing we could do at ULM is have a bunch of grinders, and he is that extraordinary person with his work ethic.
You talked about the way the defense played. Trevion Webster and Zach Wood certainly played awfully well at linebacker for you tonight.
Trevion Webster and Zach Woodard have played that way all year. They have been the bell cows of the strength of our team has been the way they play. Zach has really been phenomenal. He's a transfer from Jacksonville State. He was a phenomenal player at that level, and he has been a phenomenal football player for us. He makes plays, and he's a great linebacker. The difference between him and Webb is the same type of player, and maybe not making quite as many, but he's the emotional leader of our team. He's the spokesperson for our team, and he is a great leader for our team. So they are both just very, very valuable. We don't play a football game and win or have a chance to win that you don't see them around the ball quite a bit.
Anything else for Coach? Get the players in here ASAP.
All right, thank you.